Good morning. Namaste. Hope you're all keeping well. I'm just going to pull a couple of these wee grace cards for us just to get a wee message from Spirit today, just to help us on our journey. They're beautiful, lovely wee cards, and the messages are wrote on the cards. So we're just going to ask Spirit, what do we need to know? What do we need to know today? Okay. What do we need to know? Okay, there we go. We've got affection come out here. Lovely card. It says, love yourself. You're the ultimate act of creation, fashioned by the hands of the divine artist. You know, this is all about self-love. You know, Spirit's asking you, return to your heart space. It's so easy to get caught up in this drama of life that we start to neglect ourselves, that we start to let our fears drive our way instead of our love. You know, you were sent here for a reason. You came to this world for a reason. You're you for a reason. You're exactly who you're supposed to be. And you bring something to this world that no one else can bring. There'll be millions of people before you and after you, but none of them are you. And you're here for that reason. So it's time to start celebrating yourself again. Spirit's asking you to celebrate who you are. Just be completely who you are. Love yourself in all ways. You know, life's not supposed to be perfect. You're not supposed to be perfect. You're just supposed to be you. You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving. You know, you're making your way through this journey of life and you're doing it your way, which is exactly how it's supposed to be. Nothing's wrong. You haven't made any mistakes. You're just learning. You're just growing. So just be yourself and celebrate yourself, okay? We also got relax, breathe. Everything is happening exactly as it should be. Now that's a great message for these times because there's a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety coming in right now, especially with the announcement of those restrictions coming back in yesterday. You know, you can see on Facebook, people having a go at each other, people unfriending each other, arguments, restlessness. Whereas the first lockdown, we all stuck together. Everyone was being kind. Do you remember that a few months ago? Be kind. And that's kind of disappeared a wee bit. It's important to cultivate that energy back again and make that a way of life, not just for lockdown. You know, it's kind of that advert, puppies for life, not just for Christmas. So be kind for life, not just for lockdown. You know, understanding, compassion as well. Just because you can't understand right now, and I know there's a lot of fear, confusion, plans are not going the way we wanted right now. We want to just get back to our normal life and such a thing as that. But what's normal? You know, it's just life. You're on a big ball floating in space. Try and remember that. You're here for a human experience. There's no game plan to life. It's about adapting, growing. There's always going to be challenges or obstacles. But that's the nature of life. It's about the journey of self in here. It's not really about what's happening outside. It's about your journey here, who you're becoming. And every situation in life, even whether it's Corona or whether it's anything else, is giving you the chance to go deep within yourself and see who you are, find different aspects of yourself, find different parts of yourself as you respond to challenges and obstacles. And what Spirit are saying to you here is everything's in divine order. You know, you don't have that divine intelligence or knowledge to see the bigger plan, the higher plan. You can only see from your very tiny perspective of your own human life, which is actually a grain of sand in the desert to a bigger picture. You know, it's just one of many lives you'll have as well. There's a much grander, bigger plan at play. You need to have that faith and trust everything's in order. All you have to do is focus on yourself. And that's your power in that respect. Focus on the positive changes you can make with yourself. Focus on the lessons you're learning about yourself and cultivate who you want to be in this world as well, okay? And lastly, we've got as well, pray here as well. It says, I am open and receptive to the power of grace in my life now. I ask to be shown clear examples of how this energy is operating in my life. Now, regardless of your beliefs, whatever you want to call it, nature, Holy Spirit, Tai Chi, whatever you want to call it, there is an energy that's going through this world, flows through everything you see. It gives you life in your body, makes the world turn, makes flowers bloom, makes the tides come in and out. Everything is in its order to the exact star, from the tiniest bumblebee to a leaf on a tree. Everything is serving a purpose, and there's an energy that runs through everything. It doesn't matter what you call it, what label you give it, or what you believe about that. It is there, and it will operate through your life if you become aware of it, but also if you invite that into your life as well. Again, just using your own words, whatever it is at all, but just opening yourself up to this life force energy. You know, Star Wars, they call it the Force. It doesn't matter what you call it. Some people will call it God. Some people will just call it, you know, as we said, nature. It doesn't matter. Scientists will chase it, looking at God particles and try to find explanations for it. Call it spirit. You'll hear me saying spirit all the time as well. I'll use the word spirit for this as well. It's just basically, it's love. There's a love, a divine love that runs through everything, that sustains life, sustains everything we see. Nothing can exist without it. And it's flowing through your life So open yourself up to it. Breathe into your heart. And you can feel it through your body. Bring yourself out your thoughts and your mind, all the nonsense around you in life, and remember what you are, and remember that power's inside you, that love is inside you all the time. It can't be taken away, regardless of circumstances that are happening in the world. It's always there, it's always present. You can breathe in and feel that love, and that can heal you, it can sustain you, it can give you that joy back in life again, regardless of what's happening inside. But it will work through your life as well. So make sure you're open to it and welcome it in. Make a daily practice of just breathing in. You don't have to use specific words, and just say thank you. And if all you ever said was thank you, that will be enough to activate this energy in your life, this divine flow in your life as well. Okay, so I hope those messages help you in your journey of life. And please remember, I know there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of aggravation, going around, and now things are not the way we want them to be. We would all like it to be different, but this is the way it is. Accept that, stay in your love. Keep that joy in your heart, that hope, that faith. Life hasn't been taken away from you. Every situation is temporary. I'm walking up the road today, just coming back after having breakfast with my mum. The sun's shining, the birds are singing, the clouds are floating past, the world is turning. Life is still going on. Don't get too caught up in the media. Don't get too caught up in what's happening round about you, or your own thoughts in your mind that lead you to believe that life has been taken away from you. It's not true. All those things will still be happening long after we've left this world. It'll still be continuing. Life will still go on. It's still going. There's still so many moments to experience. There's still sunsets to see. There's still beaches to walk on. Still new people to meet. There's still stars to gaze at. Still beautiful moons to see. Still special nights making love to that person that you love. There's still beautiful moments in life still to come, whatever it is. You're still to experience in life. It hasn't all been taken away from you. It's still there. Life is still beautiful. It's about your perspective. It's about where you're putting your energy and your time, and be compassionate. People are still suffering from issues and problems out with Corona. They haven't went away just because of this experience. Those issues that people were struggling with are still very much in their lives today as well, regardless of the Corona situation. So be kind, compassionate. You never know what people are going through. Try and have understanding. And if someone's got a different point of view for you, c'est la vie. This is life. Just focus on yourself. No one has all the answers. No one knows what they're doing. Trust me. Not one person going around the world today, whether a politician, whether anything else. They don't have a clue about life, about the bigger picture. Everybody's just trying to make their way as best they can. So show some compassion, some understanding. Come back to yourself. The only control you have is over yourself. So focus on feeling good about yourself. Fill your days trying to remember your blessings. Try to fill your days with the beautiful moments. Try to have some understanding for others as well, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Be kind. Stay in love with each other. Try and carry each other through this, and it will all change. It will all move on in the right time, and we want to be all friends together when it does. So stay beautiful. Sending so much love to you all. See you all again. Namaste.